What if men had to go through a police check, a year-long cognitive therapy program, and a credit check before being allowed to enter into a serious relationship, a marriage, and especially becoming a parent?
Hi, Becky. Yeah, victim of an incredibly abusive mother here. I have a couple questions. So, like, the cognitive therapy part before entering into a marriage, that's just for men? Because if it was for women, my dad really could have benefited before the woman he married viciously abused and sexually abused his children. And the criminal record, well, shit, I guess women just don't commit crimes. There goes, like, most of my teenage years. But I find it just, like, super interesting how you put the credit check in there. So it's interesting that you call yourself a feminist, which means you don't believe in men placing value on women due to their gender, which is usually based around their bodies. But you do believe in placing the value on men, which is typically their money. So if we get to check their credit, does that mean that men get to fuck us first before they marry us to make sure that we're going to satisfy them?
Feminism the hardest and continue to perpetuate the oppression of women are the ones who will have no.
See, I agree with what you're saying. The men who fight feminism because they hate women have no value inside. But see, my issue with modern day feminism is that they are so quick to point the other finger at why they're not supporting feminism. See, women like you will stand there and talk about how men don't want to partner with feminism. Meanwhile, you're making videos saying that all men should have to be subjugated to a criminal record check, therapy before being able to enter a relationship. And where's our accountability? Where's the women's willingness to listen to the men's rights community? How come whenever men try to hold any sort of conference or meeting or awareness event for men, feminists are always there shutting it down? Feminists are so quick to point the finger at other people, but are never the ones to look in the mirror and say, maybe people aren't listening because I'm projecting my message like an asshole. Your videos are disgusting. You have no place to speak.
Hearing women talk about their frustration and disappointment all the time must be so hard for you.
And it must be so hard for you to understand why men don't want to listen to feminists like you. But hey, let's explore it. It's not hard for men to listen to women about their frustrations. Men want to listen. It's hard for them to listen to women like you who, aren't you the one who made the video that said all men must go through a criminal record check and a series of amount of therapy before being allowed to enter a relationship or a marriage? Men don't have an issue listening to us about our problems, but they don't want to hear about ours when we ignore that theirs even exists. Like, are you even aware that men and young boys take up the majority of the victims of violent crime? Or are you going to tell me that it doesn't matter because it's committed by other men? Because if you're going to go with that ideology, you better look me in the face and tell me I'm not a victim because my rapist was a woman. Man or woman, nobody wants to listen when they don't feel heard. Thanks.